Okay, today we're gonna solve equivalent and representation problems. Okay, so there are basically three types of problems. There are problems without variables. With those, you just go to the calculator mode, find the decimal equivalent. For the second one, these are equivalent expressions. That means there are no equal sign. Okay, so these have no equal sign, no equal. Okay, sign. That means you're not going to see this, okay? You graph both expressions and then you compare. Which one are the same? The last one is the equivalent equation problems. Okay, here you can go to graph modes, use relations and compare the graph. Usually it will have an x and a y, okay, or an f of x and a y. I mean f of x and an x. You use graph trace to look for numbers on the table. Alright, let's go to the first problem. Oops, I gave you the answer, but here, let me show you how to do this, okay? First, you type this into the calculator, because this is which expression is equivalent. You see that word equivalent? That's what they're going to use. You're going to be in a graph mode, okay? So you put the square root of 147, enter. Then you go through your answer choices. Square root, oops, I need to put something in front, right? Was it a 3? Yeah, it was a 3. 3 square root of 7. Enter. You see it's not the same, right? So let's try 7. The b was 7 square root of 3. Enter. See, it's the same. Oops. That's why b was your answer. Alright, number 2. Which expression is equivalent to the square root of 8? Okay, why don't you try that one on your own? And number 3, try that one on your own. Alright, number 4, it says, the graph of the quadratic function is shown on the grid. Alright, what we do here is, and it says which function is best represented. See the word best represented? They use the word equivalent or best represent. So what you do, again, you just use your answer, graph your answer. Okay, so I'm going to be in graph mode this time, okay? Under f of x, I'm going to type in x squared plus 3x minus 4. Enter. That didn't look right. Negative. So I'm going to go tab, go to my next one. Alright. Negative x squared minus 3x plus 4. Ooh, that looks good. Okay. And I think that's it. If you look at it, everything looks pretty much the same, right? So, that's going to be our answer. G. Number 3. Why don't you try this on your own? Okay. This is a systems. Okay, but they still use the word best represented. Okay, and do this one also. Okay, now you have the next kind of problem we have is equivalent expressions. Okay, it will still say, okay, you see there's no equal sign. Okay, so I'm going to create a new graph. Okay, so with equivalent expression, all I do is type in my expression, not y. 6x squared plus 13x plus 5. Okay, that's what my expression looks like. Now I'm going to just graph my answers. Parentheses 2x plus 5, close parentheses, 3x minus 1. Enter. You see that's not the same. Okay, and I'm going to graph C because I know that's the answer, just to show you that all you have to do is find the right one. Okay, so 2x plus 1, close, 3x minus 5. Ooh, that's not the same. What am I doing? Oh, I typed in the wrong equation. That's what I did. Mr. Lee, you gotta type in the right thing. 2x plus 1, 3x plus 5. Did I type in the original question correct? 6x squared plus 13x plus 5. Two x plus 1. Oh. Remember, you gotta type it in correctly. You see that? Now, the black one and the blue one are the same. Okay. So, that's why that's the correct answer. Okay, you can do the same thing, but with this one, all right, because it's not f of x, you're going to use relations, okay? I will show you how to do this one also. Okay, so let's just add a new graph. Okay, and for this one, I'm going to go tab. Oops. Delete. Tab. Delete. Okay, I'm going to go hit relations. Okay, for the relations, remember, we just type in 7x, exactly what we see, minus 2y is greater than 8. Greater than 8. Enter. Okay. So now we just have to type in what we think is correct, which I don't know, so I'm going to type in all of them. See, that's not correct, right? So I have to change it. What I'm going to do is just change the numbers on, see, that was G, right? So I'm going to do F. So I'll delete the negative sign. This first top number is 7 over 2. X is the same, plus 8. That's not the same, okay. Okay, let's try the next one. C, delete, minus 4. Oh, but I have to change it to less than. I haven't changed it to less than. Okay, you notice those two are the same. Okay. So our answer here is H. Alright, try this one on your own. Next problems are like word problems. Okay, rectangular poster, their area, okay? Remember area, you multiply, okay? This is the area, so you have to multiply the dimensions, okay? Or the length and the width. So all I'm doing is multiplying these numbers together, okay? So remember, if you multiply it, it should give you that answer. So the expression should be equivalent. So the first thing, again, I'm going to do the same thing, okay? I'm going to add a graph. Okay, so I type in my original equation. That's my original equation, right? So, next thing I do, I type in my answers, okay? 2x minus 2. And then x minus 5. Not the same. Okay. I'm going to try C now. 2x minus 5. You can try any one you want. 2x minus 5, x minus 2. Okay, that's not the same. Did I type in the right equation? They look very similar. Two x minus 5, x minus 2. See, Mr. Lee, you gotta type in the correct equation to start off with. You don't do that, you don't get the right answer, okay? So the answer is C. Okay, try the next one on your own. And do this one. Okay, when you do this one, look at the word combine. Think about what the word combine means. Okay. Now, for a problem like this, okay, it says which function can best be used to model the situation. Okay, again, you can graph it, okay? New graph. First thing I want to do, put in my equation, 99. Instead of using t, remember you have to use x plus 858. Enter. Okay, you're not going to see the graph, but it's okay, because all we're going to do is graph